Hey guys, Jake here, and just to try and make a quick little video for you this morning, an update, with all the goings on. Notice my thumbnail? The carrot, the stick, and the burro. Y'all know and understand the meaning of that little picture? You lead the jackass with the carrot, and when he quits following the carrot, you use the stick. I think that's kind of what's happening right now with all the political talk, promises. Here in our country, for the better part of 100 years, the government hasn't helped the American people. Look at where we are. High taxes, high unemployment, high homelessness, the highest incarceration rate. All of these things that the politicians have done to us for the last 100 years. Setting up their system, making themselves and their friends rich. That's why I don't see any of this changing. The longest time, longer than any of us have been alive, the system has been set up against you. But for y'all that have the hopes that the next politician is going to come in and save you and make your life better and easier, you are the jackass following that carrot. That's all that has happened is they have thrown the dog a bone. And agreed, after everything that we've went through for the last 4 years with the Biden administration, they could have handed you a shit sandwich and it would have been better than what you were eating at the time. But it's still a shit sandwich, folks. And it ain't gonna get any better. I can only hope that I'm wrong. Because if I am wrong, my life only gets better and easier. So I have to live in reality. Let's just look at what Trump has done in the last few days. We all heard the promises that were going to happen in the first 24 hours, right? And what did we get? You got a bunch of executive orders that didn't help the American people at all. All they did is cost you billions and billions and billions of dollars. And I know that goes in one ear and right out the other, because the average American person doesn't understand how the debt works and how the billions and trillions of dollars added to it affect you. Oh yeah, it's all great. We got the immigration executive order. You understand that if 30 million people came into this country, which is probably a pretty good number, 30 million people came into this country. If you were to remove 10,000 people every single day, it would be over 3,000 days to get it done. That's 10 years, folks. Trump's only got 4. So don't think that you're going to see the end of any immigration issue or illegal status issue in the next 4 years. Because they ain't going to get nowhere near to removing 10,000 per day. Just the amount of travel, communication, transportation, housing. They're building facilities right now to house these people. Why are we building facilities to house these people when we should just carry them across the border? Dump them off. Get rid of them. That's the easy solution. But no, we have to spend billions and billions of dollars. I heard the estimate was somewhere around $300 billion to get them all out. Of course, we know the government, they always come in short, so probably figure that around 500 billion added to your tax debt that you got to pay. Speaking of 500 billion, how about the 500 billion promised to the AI people, the tech industry? You know, the millionaires and billionaires of the tech industry that really needed that money. I don't think spending $500 billion on AI is going to help the average American person at all. Oh, but they're going to figure out a cure for cancer, and the AI is going to be used to make everybody healthier. What else do you think they're going to use that AI for? Do you even understand the amount that our U.S. government uses AI already? And the AI is going to make your life easier? Yeah, they won't need Peggy Sue answering the phone anymore. And of course, your good buddy Elon is going to make a robot that will be able to do your job. We got self-driving trucks now, so, you know, all of that transportation industry is going to be looking up on jobs, right? How about the naming of the cartels as a terrorist organization? Sounds great, right? Oh, we're going to use the military. They're not going to know what hit them. We're going to wipe them out. Our military has never gone up against an adversary like the cartels. There are a lot of y'all that don't live down here on the border and get cartel news pretty much daily, okay? You don't understand how the cartel works. You think the cartel is some foreign entity down in Mexico and Nicaragua and Panama and Colombia? You're right, they are. But the cartels also have people in every city across the United States already. Thousands and thousands and thousands of members inside the United States, living, being amongst the people in your community, in your neighborhoods, in the police departments, in the government. That's right. The cartel has those paid people inside of all of these agencies already. Thousands of people around the country just waiting for orders from their boss. You think the cartel cares about the American public? You think they're going to lean on the side of safety when it comes to gunfights and gun battles and car chases and killing and murdering? And you know, this is stuff that they do every day, every single day. They don't have a Geneva Convention to conform to. They don't have rules of engagement. And they don't give a damn about your kids that are caught in the crossfire or your house in the neighborhood that they're having a fight. Yeah, it's all great and sounds good and a good promise. We're going to stop the drugs, and we're going to stop the illegal immigration, and we're going to stop the human trafficking. The cartel has been doing this for the better part of 80 years. They know ways around all of that and how to get it into this country. And as long as there is a demand, there will always be a supply. Just like the war on drugs, how much is this new war on the cartels going to cost us? Not just monetarily, the deaths of innocent people. What else did we get? Anybody hear anything about the drones? You know, it is pretty insignificant because there ain't nothing that anybody is going to do about them. But it was a promise that was made. I'm going to let everybody know what's going on day number 1. The Ukraine war. I'm going to stop that in the first 24 hours. I think we're past 24 hours and it's still raging over there. That's right. Putin ain't going to agree to Trump's terms, all right? The only terms that are going to be agreed to are Putin's terms, because they are winning that war. They have been since the very beginning. Oh, well, we're going to make a deal with Zelensky and get Zelensky out of there, which is going to cost you, the taxpayers, money. Maybe he can buy another multi-million-dollar mansion or another multi-million-dollar yacht when Trump pays him off to leave. And then we can get somebody else in there that's maybe wanting to deal with Putin a little easier and maybe will accept the terms. Yeah, that war's still raging. What else did we get? Did we see any executive orders in there that did anything about the tax rate that Americans are paying? Oh, well, yeah, he's going to abolish the IRS and put on the new ERS and tariff everybody. America is a consumer nation, people. 90% of what we use is actually brought into this country. It's going to have a tariff applied to it to which you are going to pay. The manufacturers will only raise the price of their product to offset these tariffs. Oh, we went from making Canada the 51st state to applying a 25% tariff on all the goods coming in from Canada. Politicians and promises, and none of that stuff is going to help the average American. Rich people are going to get richer, and poor people are going to get poorer. They have only divided this country more and more and more and more. We're supposed to be a country based on freedom, right? And you know, I don't care if you want to dye your hair green and call yourself a chick with a dick. It makes no difference to me. You're free to do whatever you want to do. But now we got to pass these laws and these executive orders, and it's going to make all the conservative Christian people feel real good. It's called giving the dog a bone. They give you a little bit to make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. But what's going on behind the closed doors, people? You know, the things that we never see. The debt only increasing every day. 25% of the money that comes into this country makes. You can call it GDP or taxes or whatever. 25% of that is going to pay the interest on our debt alone. Many of you out there somewhat understand how a credit card works, and you got those 15, 20, 25% interest rates. You go buy that car on a 10, 12, 15% interest rate. You buy that house on an interest rate. Imagine everything that you have financed in your life at a 25% interest rate. I didn't see any executive orders that helped out the homeless or the veterans. You think Trump is going to magically lower the price of every new vehicle by $50,000? Who is going to pay for that? Personally, I don't want to pay for it. Oh, well, Trump is going to lower the price of housing. How is he going to do that? The only way you can do that is give people federal money. And where does that money come from? Me and you. Oh, well, Trump is sending $2 billion to North Carolina to help these people with FEMA. You have any idea how that process actually works? That's $2 billion for infrastructure. The federal government is not going to pay to rebuild your house. That's not how it works. It doesn't matter how much money you throw at North Carolina, there is only so much infrastructure there to rebuild. There's one road that goes up that damn river, an electric line, and bridges. That's what that money is going to. Federal assistance, not to rebuild those homes that were destroyed. Same thing is going for California. There are billions and billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars that are going to be sent to California, to the same corrupt officials that have squandered off all of the money out there already. And that money is going to build infrastructure. It is not going to rebuild private houses. Yeah, sure, you can go get a loan from the government. We all know how those loans from the government work. The only thing that I have witnessed since he has taken office is the spending of money and people gloating over their win that Trump got it. You know, the right against the left. And in many cases, the people on the right are just as bad as the people on the left. All just act like you have to have somebody come in here and take care of you and hold your hand. The big daddy government is going to take care of me. It is freaking pathetic. That's what's wrong with our country. People don't understand how it works, how it should work, that we control the government. I didn't get a single vote on that $500 billion AI package. You are just the jackass that's looking at the carrot, walking down the road. And it doesn't matter if you're on the left side of the road or the right side of the road, you're following the same damn carrot. All right? And when you get tired of following that carrot, they're going to take the stick and they're going to beat you over the freaking head with it. Until then, they're going to throw you a little bone and make you feel warm and fuzzy, like everything is going to be okay. Time will tell, folks. The situation has not changed at all. Agenda 2030 is still rolling in, and Mr. Trump is going to be the president that ushers it in. He's in for the next 4 years, 2029. A year before the big end date. And it's not an end. I have never gotten on here and told you that the world is going to end. I have simply gotten on here and told you that the world is going to change. And for many people, that change is not going to be better. As he makes his appearance in the WEF Davos Forum next week, oh yeah, well, he's going to go tell them how it really is and what changes that he's going to make to the world. The fact that he is even going tells me that he is rubbing elbows with those same people. Just like you saw a couple of weeks at Carter's funeral. He's all buddy-buddy with Obama and the Clintons and the Bushes. It's all a big club, folks, and you ain't in it. People aren't going to wake up to it. People need someone to take care of them now. They got no self-respect. It's dying, folks. America is dying. The question is, how are you going to ride it out? What are you going to do about it? More updates to come. Thanks for watching.